Princess Amara, The Secret of the Starbloom. Chapter 1, The Song of the Crystal Spire. Story begins. Welcome to the kingdom of Solmir, a land of glittering rivers, endless forests, and mountains that pierce the clouds. Hidden within the heart of the twilight woods, a tower rises above all else, the Crystal Spire. It is a tower of glass and light, said to hold fragments of the stars within its walls. At the top of the spire lives a girl whose song carries magic capable of bending the very world, Princess Amara. Tonight, her story begins, a tale of longing, courage, destiny, and shadows that creep ever closer. The Crystal Spire and the Girl of Light. The Crystal Spire gleamed in the morning sun, its walls scattering rainbows across the forest below. By night, it shimmered faintly, as though containing a fragment of the moon itself. Few had seen it, and fewer still had entered its shining halls. At the very top lived Amara, a girl with golden hair cascading past her waist, glinting with faint starlight, and eyes that reflected the world in soft shades of curiosity and longing. She was beautiful, yes, but her true power was her voice. When Amara sang, flowers leaned toward her, crystal walls pulsed with light, and even the air itself seemed to hum. This gift came from the Starbloom, a mystical essence hidden in her heart since birth. Its power was immense, yet it demanded protection. And that protection had turned into confinement. For Amara's life was governed by Vera, a sorceress cloaked in shadows, whose love was cold and controlling. Vera had rescued Amara as a baby, claiming to protect her from the dangers of the outside world. But protection had become a gilded cage, leaving Amara longing for freedom she had never known. "The world is cruel, child," Vera had said many times. "It will see your light and take it. You must remain here, where it is safe." Amara obeyed, but the yearning in her heart grew with each passing day. She longed to see the forests, touch the rivers, and follow the lanterns rising from the kingdom below. A morning of reflection. One dawn, Amara stood at the balcony, golden hair spilling over the crystal railing. The forest stretched endlessly, rivers sparkling like silver threads. Birds sang softly. The scent of pine and wildflowers drifted up from the woods. "I will touch the world someday," she whispered, pressing her hand against the railing. "I will see the lanterns, the people, the markets. I will know why they call me." The crystal walls pulsed faintly under her fingers, as if agreeing with her heart's wish. She wandered to the Garden of Light, a small balcony garden, where enchanted flowers responded to her voice. Their petals shimmered, releasing fragrances that calmed and uplifted the soul. Amara knelt among them, brushing her fingers along soft petals. "You are my friends," she whispered, "the only ones who understand me." A luminous butterfly fluttered around her, landing briefly on her shoulder, as though affirming her words. Yet even the garden, radiant as it was, reminded her of what she had never known, the outside world. Vera's interruption. Her thoughts were broken by the sharp echo of Vera's voice. "Amara." The sorceress appeared in the doorway, her dark cloak trailing behind her, eyes sharp and unreadable. "You sing too freely," Vera said. "Do you not remember the dangers of unguarded magic? There are those in the world who would seize your light for themselves. You must study, learn, and remain vigilant." Amara bowed her head, a knot of longing and frustration twisting in her chest. Yet somewhere deep within, a spark of defiance flared. "One day," she whispered to herself, "I will see the world. I will know my destiny." Vera's eyes narrowed, but she said nothing more, leaving Amara with her thoughts. The song that reached the forest. As night fell, Amara could not sleep. She wandered the spiral stairs, pressing her hands to the crystal walls. Then she began to hum softly at first. Encouraged by the hum of the crystal, She sang louder, each note trembling with longing, hope, and sorrow. The crystal pulsed, reflecting her magic back at her, and the flowers in the garden quivered and glimmered with light. Far below, in the forest, a young man moved cautiously among the shadows. His name was Darian, cloaked and wary. He had been traveling for days, fleeing circumstances he barely understood. Yet the song that drifted down from the spire reached him, stirring something deep within. "What is that voice?" he whispered. "Who sings like that?" He crept closer, unseen, drawn to the music, the shimmer of the tower, and a pull he could not explain. Vera's shadow, from the edge of the forest. Vera watched, her dark eyes glinting with cruel knowledge. "The Starbloom stirs," she murmured, "and soon the world will see its power. But first, I must test this intruder." Dark magic swirled around her, moving like a living shadow. She would not allow Amara's gift to escape the spire unchecked. The first connection. Amara leaned over the balcony and saw him. Darian, crouched among the trees, eyes wide with awe. Their gazes met, and for a heartbeat, something unspoken passed between them, a spark of recognition, of destiny, unformed but undeniable. The Starbloom pulsed in her chest, responding to the connection. Somewhere, a path had begun to unfold, a path that would lead her beyond the spire and into the unknown. A night of lanterns. The kingdom released thousands of lanterns into the night sky. Each golden light drifted upward, echoing the call in Amara's heart. Her pulse quickened as she watched them ascend, feeling courage bloom alongside longing. From below, Darian moved closer, drawn by her voice and the glow of her hair. Every step brought them nearer to a meeting that could change both their fates. And from the shadows, Vera observed, her dark intentions coiling, waiting for the right moment to act. Amara pressed her hand to the crystal window. "I will leave," she whispered. "I will follow the lanterns. I will discover why they call me." The spire pulsed in agreement, warm and alive, as if affirming her determination. Twists and suspense. A branch snapped in the forest. Darian froze. Amara's heart raced, a mixture of fear and curiosity. From the far edge of the forest, Vera's shadow moved like smoke, unseen but present. The threads of fate were intertwining. The girl of light, the boy drawn by her song, and the sorceress with dark intentions. The Starbloom's magic had awakened something far greater than Amara herself. A journey, a test, and a secret awaited, and nothing would ever be the same. Internal reflections. Alone again, Amara pressed her forehead to the crystal window. Thoughts tumbled in her mind. Why am I here? Why must my gift be hidden? If I am meant to bring light, why must it be caged? She sang softly, trembling, a melody of hope, sorrow, and yearning. The crystal pulsed with her magic. The flowers glimmered. Somewhere, a voice carried in the wind Darian's, silent but near. Amara realized that her longing was no longer solitary. Destiny had begun to reach for her, drawing new threads into her life, unseen but undeniable. And here, dear viewer, you are part of this tale. As Amara's song lifts into the night, your imagination breathes life into her world. Every like, comment, and share on Sukaw Shorts strengthens the magic. Let the flowers bloom, the crystals shimmer, and the Starbloom's secret awakens. Subscribe and walk beside Amara. Feel the pull of destiny, the shimmer of lanterns, and the warmth of her courage. Every step, every note of her song is a story alive, and you are part of it. Next chapter awaits. Princess Amara. Chapter 2, The Thief in the Twilight Wood. End of Princess Amara. Chapter 1, The Song of the Crystal Spire. The night sky sparkled with lanterns. Amara's golden hair glimmered. Darian moved silently below, drawn by her voice. And in the shadows, Vera's dark magic coiled like smoke, a warning of danger and mystery yet to come. Chapter 1 had ended, but the adventure had only just begun. Secrets of the Starbloom, tests of courage, and encounters with destiny awaited. Only by joining Sukaw Shorts can you witness them all. Lantern by lantern, note by note, the Crystal Spire pulls softly, whispering, "Your story is yours, but your world is about to change forever."